Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. My name is Sofia2013. My number is 297477. Today I will present a case study of the UX techniques used in the development of the student exam portal. My presentation will explain the methods used, evaluate one of them critically and propose an alternative technique for improved user experience. Okay, in this case study, I will discuss the UX techniques used during its development, evaluate how effective they were, and explore potential improvement to further enhance the user experience. Okay, the first technique used was usability testing, which involved observing real users interacting with the portal. This method was effective in identifying usability issues and refining features to ensure the portal was clear and efficient to use. Next is task analysis, which focused on examining how users interact with existing tools and workflows. This helped identify inefficiencies and areas for improvement. Another technique was user research, which involved gathering user requirements through sessions with product owner. Prototyping and wireframing also played a significant role in the design process. Prototypes were created to test interactive workflows early on, allowing for validation of design choices before final development. Wireframing, on the other hand, provided a clear visualization of the portal structure, including content hierarchy and workflows. For instance, wireframe helped map out how students could build and submit exam questions efficiently. Another technique used in the development of the student exam portal was heuristic evaluation. This method involved evaluating the portal against established usability principles such as Jacob-Nielsen's heuristic. The goal was to uncover potential issues early in the design process, even before users interact with the system. Accessibility was another critical focus. Accessibility testing ensured that the portal was inclusive and usable for a diverse range of users, including those with disabilities. Adhering to accessibility standards made the system more user-friendly for everyone. Additionally, A/B testing was used to compare design variations such as interface layouts to identify the most effective solution and improve overall user experience. All of these techniques play a vital role in shaping the portal, but usability testing in particular has certain drawbacks which I will address. In this section, I will address usability testing on its strengths and weaknesses. Let's start with the strength first. First, direct user feedback. Usability testing provides immediate insight into how users interact with the system, ensuring design align with their needs. Second, identification of real-world issues. This method highlights challenges that may not be obvious in theoretical design, such as navigation issues or confusing workflows. Third, actionable insight. The feedback collected is specific and can guide direct improvement to the interface. Let's move to the weaknesses. First, small sample sizes. Usability testing often involves only a limited number of participants, which might not represent all user groups. Second, task-specific focus. It evaluates specific tasks but may overlook broader workflows or systemic issues. Third, artificial testing environment. Testing is typically conducted in control setting, which don't always reflect real-world conditions. Last but not least, limited insight into user intent. While it shows what users do, it doesn't always explain why they take certain actions. Given this limitation, I propose contextual inquiry as a better alternative. This technique involves observing users in the natural environment, offering deeper insight into how they interact with the system. An alternative to usability testing is contextual inquiry, which observes users in their natural environment. Here's how it addresses the limitation. For a small sample size, contextual inquiry will capture diverse scenarios by observing users in real-world settings, such as classroom or exam halls, providing broader insights. Next, for task-specific focus, it will examine the entire user journey, uncovering challenges across workflows, like preparing for exam or submitting answer. For artificial testing environment, by studying a user in real setting, it captures authentic behaviors and challenges, such as navigating under time pressure or dealing with noisy environment. Last but not least, for limited insight into user intent, contextual inquiry would include in-context interviews, which help researchers understand why users take specific actions. For instance, asking students why they hesitate during navigation and could reveal important design needs. To strengthen my argument, here are one of case study of its successful application. Let's take a closer look at how contextual inquiry was successfully applied in the development of Google Maps, a leading navigation tool. Google used contextual inquiry to better understand how people navigate in real-world scenarios. So what they did? First, real-world observation. Researchers observed users in various contexts, such as commuting to work, planning trips, and navigating through cities. These observations allow them to see how users interact with the app under real conditions, including situations with poor connectivity or high stress. Next, contextual interviews. After the observation, researchers conducted interviews to understand why users made specific choices. For example, they asked why someone chose to zoom into a certain area or switch routes. This provides insight into user intent and behavior. And what key insights gathered? First is offline maps and multimodal navigation. Okay, for offline map, one issue identified was the difficulty of accessing maps in areas with poor or no internet connection. As a result, Google introduced offline maps, allowing users to download maps in advance and use them without internet. For multimodal navigation, another finding was that users often needed to switch between different modes of transportation, such as walking, bus, and train. This led to development of step-by-step navigation that seamlessly integrates multiple modes of transport. And why it was effective. First of all, authentic user insights. Observing users in real-world conditions help uncover problems that would not have been apparent in a controlled testing environment. Next is relevant solution. The insight directly influence features that address genuine user needs like offline maps and multimodal navigation. So, how can it contextual inquiry is relevant to the student exam portal. Applying contextual inquiry to the student exam portal could uncover similar real-world challenges such as how students navigate under time pressure during exam, difficulties administrators face when managing multiple exams or uploading larger files, and environmental factors like distractions in noisy computer labs that could affect performance. By observing users in their natural environments and combining it with contextual interview, the portal's design can be improved to meet user needs more effectively. Okay, now to facilitate techniques like contextual inquiry, I suggest a platform such as lookback.io can be used. It offers features like live user session, screen recording, and session sharing. For live user session, real-time observation of users interacting with the system. For screen recording, capturing users' action for detailed analysis. And session sharing, collaborating with stakeholders by sharing session recordings. This platform ensures authentic insights by combining observation, interview, and feedback in one tool. In conclusion, the case study of the student exam portal shows the value of effective UX techniques like usability testing, heuristic evaluation, and task analysis. While usability testing can be useful, it has limitations such as small sample size and artificial settings. To improve, replacing usability testing with contextual inquiry offers a better approach. By observing users in real-world environments, we can gain deeper insights and make more meaningful design improvement. That's all from me. Thank you for your attention.